Open, in the name of the governor.
Who demands entrance at this late hour of the night?
It is Capitan Rocha, commandant of the Presidio in Riena de los Anales. I am here with a small troop of my men.
My husband, Don Carlos, is in Riena de los Anales.
I am aware of that, Senora. Nevertheless, I demand immediate entrance. This is a matter of urgent official business and will not permit delay. Open the door at once or I shall order my men to break it down.
Open the door, Lorita. What is it that requires so rude an entrance at this hour of the night? You have seen fit to upset my household, Signor. For your sake, I trust that you have sufficient good reason for your act.
We are searching for Zorro. He was seen riding in this direction. I know he is a welcome guest at this house. Is it so peculiar, then, that we should search for him here?
And why do you search for him in the first place?
Because he has whipped an old friar, abused an innocent widow, and mistreated several others. The prison yawns for him.
Signor Zorro is the very soul of honor. He would never work an injustice.
It is true his blood is the very noblest, but it seems to have soured in his veins. Whether he is a caballero or not, he cannot run around the country mistreating men and women to suit his own purposes, whatever they may be. He has turned bad, Signora.
That is a malicious lie.
I readily understand the Signorita's feelings in this matter. I know how it must trouble you to learn of so dark a flaw in the character of a caballero.
Lord, Zorro, he is a gentleman, senor. And who are those who accuse him? How dare you suggest he has done things no caballero would ever do? And what are those fresh cuts on your cheeks, senor? Is it possible you have already seen Zorro?
You could not know that unless Zorro told you. So he has been here, eh? And recently, no doubt. My sense tells me he is still here.
He is not here. He was here, but he did not enter the house. While he was in the garden, 2 men attacked him from the shadows, assassins, and he slew them.
What is that you're saying?
It is true. As he lay dying, one of the men admitted they were hired to kill Signor Zorro. Their bodies are in the garden by the wall. Can you not understand that some unknown enemy has done this to cause him trouble?
So, he has been killing as well. All the more reason to capture him. Alive, if possible. The man is a dangerous fugitive.
Signor.
This house is friendly to him. No doubt there are many cunning places to hide. Signora, it is my duty to search for him.
Does my word mean nothing? Have I not told you he is not in the house?
I must. It is my duty.
Signor!
Opposing my wishes in this affair will gain you nothing, Signora. But it may bring you serious trouble. I am very clear about how many people feel about Zorro. But after these latest actions, I am certain that anyone who shields him will not be in favor with the governor. It would be in your best interest if your family were not too friendly with him.
Are you suggesting that we should desert him in this hour of trouble? Such a thought would never occur to a caballero, though I am sure it might occur to you.
You are doubly beautiful when you are roused in anger, Signorita. May we not be friends? I stand high in the service of His Excellency. A maiden could do worse than look upon me.
Si, senor. A maiden could do worse than look upon you. She could look instead upon the culebra de cascabel, the snake that rattles before it strikes.
Signorita.
Senor.
Search the place! Leave no corner overlooked! Leave nothing unturned. Find this Signor Zorro for me so that I may have him punished as he so richly deserves.
Capitan, Zorro is not here.
Take 3 men and search the grounds.
Capitan.
What room is that?
It is the bedchamber of my daughter.
Search it!
It is unheard of to enter a woman's bedchamber. You dare such a thing, Signor. I have said it is the bedchamber of my daughter.
We shall search it nevertheless. Do it now!
Capitan. The room is empty, Capitan.
You barely looked! Get outside with the others. If you are so timid about these things, I will investigate the bedchamber myself. I shall see to it that trooper of mine who fancies himself a fine caballero is punished later.
Just as you shall surely be punished if you enter that room. Have you no sense of decency? What manner of foul beast does His Excellency have for an officer?
His Excellency will be glad to hear of your words, Signora, for this foul beast, as you call me, happens to be His Excellency's nephew.
Signor, I ask that you do not search. The intimation that a man is kept hidden in my daughter's room is a disgrace.
I accept your word that Zorro is not in that room.
A true caballero would not even ask for such a word to be given.
I would like to think that I do not merit such great scorn from you, señorita. I am truly one of your admirers. When this sorry business is at an end, I shall tell your father that I wish to pay you a visit. It is possible that an alliance may be arranged between us.
When this sorry business is at an end, you probably will have formed an alliance with the devil.
What is this?
What is it, Captain Rocha? Oh, your soldiers.
3 of them, gagged and tied, and placed on the ground, forming a letter Z.
2 are unconscious. This one! Here, you! What happened? Speak, one! How came this about?
I do not know, Commandante. There was a sudden blow in the dark, and that was all.
You soldiers! How many men attacked you? Do you go about your business with your eyes closed? You shall all have a month in jail, with little to eat and drink as punishment. You men, untie them. This scoundrel is near at hand. For this outrage he shall die! We will search until we find him. The horse! The horses! Where are the horses?
Ho, senors! It is a long walk to Reina de los Angeles. The night is dark and the dust is deep.
Look, over on that hill, the silhouettes of our horses.
Led by yet another horse with a rider! Zorro!
I will free your horses a few miles from here. They will make their way back to their stables. Adios! Yes, Tornado, I know this country well. There's a place where we can hide deep within a canyon. And there is grass and fresh water for it. You would like that, no? Whoa, boy. In the canyon, 2 campfires. Who could that be? Vaqueros looking for stray cattle would never spend the night in such a place. And drifters would not camp so far from El Camino Real, but would stay close to the road. Whoever is there is in hiding. Let us find out.
And that is how it must be. We can no longer stand for such oppression. And we must free our brothers from their prison.
It is Jose of the Gabrielenos. Whatever they are up to, it must be serious. Jose of the Gabrielenos! I am a friend.
It is Senor Zorro.
And your friend. Do not forget that.
Lower your weapons.
I saw your fires from a distance. I am alone. There is no reason to fear. I have no concern in whatever business brings your men together here, except to say that you are fools if you plan to attack the town.
Senor Zorro was friendly to us once. He attacked our enemies and punished those who did us wrong. But I have heard strange tales about him today. It is said he has turned on us, his brothers, the Gabrielenos. Only this afternoon, he entered a hut where one of our women was nursing a sick brother. He lashed them both with his whip. He is now hunted like a coyote, and those who befriend him may find themselves in serious trouble.
You believe I did these things? And if you do not believe them, you would turn your back on a friend and a brother because you fear aiding him might bring you trouble? What a noble thought.
We have heard, senor, that you would pretend to help our cause and then betray us to the soldiers.
Dios, do you think I am so foul? Am I a snake to crawl among the rocks? Who dares say such a thing? And what manner of men are you to believe it? Is this my reward for fighting for you as I once did at the risk of losing my own life?
What is it you wish of us, senor?
By these saints, do I have to tell you? I want shelter, food, and drink. I want you to watch while I sleep. Attend me, Jose. Some enemy of mine is pretending to be Zorro. It was he who did these things you heard of, to cast blame on me. Can you understand that?
I hear you, senor.
But you do not believe? Do you dare say you do not believe? Must I fight you, my friends, in order to prove my case? I thought you would be willing to help me. I need certain information. I must have certain men watched, but it seems the Gabrielenos do not know the meaning of gratitude. They are only fair-weather friends who hide their real thoughts behind faces that lie.
Enough, senor. We do not know whether or not to trust you after what we have heard, but we wish to be fair and not wrong you. So, you shall have food, and you shall be guarded while you sleep.
we to believe? The tale has been told that Zorro mistreated 2 villagers yesterday. One of them a woman.
What?
But Zorro says that it is someone else who has done these things in order to cast blame on him.
Can he or any of his kind be trusted now? Let us not forget our brothers rotting in the jail.
I have in mind that we take Zorro captive. Then we can go to Capitan Roja and offer to trade him for our brothers in prison. The Comandante wishes to have Zorro in his custody. Some of the caballeros do not want that. I say we barter Zorro for our brothers.
It is agreed.
When daylight comes, I will go to Reina de los Angeles to bargain with Comandante. It is strange. Once Zorro was our friend, but now there are so many stories of his cruelty. It is crazy to believe there are 2 Zorros. We must believe he has changed.
So Jose would betray his brother, eh? Are you all snakes that would trade me for those of your tribe in prison rather than accept the truth?
We think you speak with a crooked tongue.
I have told the truth.
You have turned bad. Now you attack Indians as well as your own people. Take him!
It seems you have forgotten that I am a blood brother of your tribe. You made me so when I had done you a service.
Our brothers are in jail, and we will trade you for them. We cannot believe there are 2 Zorros. You, senor, whipped one of our brothers as he lay sick, and attacked the woman who was nursing him.
You say it is true, and I say it is a lie. I demand the trial of truth.
You cannot!
I am your blood brother, and so I have the right to demand the trial of truth. You must agree, and we shall abide by the decision. Do you deny me that right, or has all honor flown from you?
And with whom would you endure the trial of truth?
With you, the strongest man of all the Gabrielenos. It is my right to choose.
It is well. I agree. Our arms will be tied together, and we will each have a knife. We will fight until one has perished. The one who lives will have spoken the truth. The dead will be the liar. It is not my wish to slay you, senor. Alive you may be traded. Dead, you are worth nothing. Therefore, I shall only wound you.
The boaster likes nothing better than to hear the sound of his own boasts. For me, I have but one wish.
What is that, senor?
When the trial of truth is over and reveals that I am in the right, I wish all the men here to help me in my task. I wish them to obey my orders as coming from a brother to help me in my difficulty. In return, I will see to it that your brothers in jail are set free.
If the trial of truth reveals your tongue is straight, we'll serve you as brothers. You are ready, senor?
I am waiting.
Raise your knives above your heads. Begin!
Strike! It is your right.
Did I speak the truth?
The trial has been decided. You have spoken the truth. Your knife is at my throat. Push it through. You have shamed me. Strike. It is your right.
I do not slay my brother. Untie us. It is the law of the Gabrielenos that I may spare your life if that is my wish, and instead claim it in service.
So be it, Zorro.
A rider approaches.
Stand behind us, Zorro. It may be the soldiers. It is one of my men. He brings news from Reina de los Angeles.
There is more evil. Senor Zorro is indeed a madman, as we have feared. He turns against his old friends.
Tell us.
Zorro attacked Juan, the man who sells melons to the people who live in the big haciendas. Zorro beat him and cut him with his sword.
When was this?
Less than an hour ago. I came at once with the word.
You say Senor Zorro did this?
One told me himself, and others saw Zorro do this.
That is not possible. Senor Zorro has been with us here most of this night. I have wronged you, senor. We Gabrieleños are your friends and your brothers. We will help you in your trouble. Tell us what you want to do.
Thank you, my brothers. I will tell you my plan.
What is it?
El amigo.
A friend, huh? And since when does a friend pound on another man's door in the middle of the night to ruin his sleep? A friend does not break into another's dreams. A friend like that should have his throat slit or made to walk the plank. Such a friend
Continue
should...
to shout like that and the whole world should know our business.
Very well, false friend. Wait, I will light a candle.
No light.
So that's the way of it, eh? Well, whoever you are, know well that I have a dagger ready. If you are a friend in name only, I shall cut
Will you open the door, you fool? You make a light when I'm inside, you robbing thief and looter of churches.
Ah! Then it is in truth someone who knows me. One moment, senor. Stand you still. I can see in the dark with my one good eye. By the saints, it is a stinking Gabrieleno. They are no friends of mine.
Look.
Zorro!
Shh. No names, good pirate.
And why not? For are you not the dark-hearted Senor Zorro who lashed me with his whip? With the good Friar Francisco, too? You dare come back here? By the saints.
Leave the saints off your lips, Senor Pirate. As for me, it was not I who lashed you, and you know it.
I do know it now. What are you doing here, Zorro? In what way may I serve you?
Perhaps you won't be so eager to aid me this time. In doing so, you might turn the soldiers and their brave commandante against you.
Ha! What love do I have for soldiers? Do I coddle them and buy them wine? I am reformed, senor. But where soldiers are concerned, there still beats within this chest the heart of a pirate. My hatred for them is in my blood. You run a certain risk being here, no? And who is this man who pretends to be Zorro and gives you a bad name?
I am not yet certain.
Why does he do it?
That remains to be seen, good Bardotto.
Ah, I will be there with you when you meet the wretch. I will be there to see how you carve your mark on his forehead and in his heart. But tell me, good senor, what help may I give you?
At dawn, make your way to the house of Don Diego de la Vega, but don't let yourself be seen. Find a servant named Bernardo. I once helped him, and he will do as you say. Tell him Tornado is in the public corral. Explain to him this Gabrieleno disguise I wear. Tell him to loiter around the corral, and when he sees my need, to have my horse out and ready.
I shall tell him. Though Bernardo can neither speak nor hear, I know how you make him understand your message.
It is good his affliction is well known. The Commandante knows not to waste time trying to get information from him.
In what other way may I serve you?
I will let you know from time to time.
They have posted signs against you on the wall of the chapel and at the inn.
What do they say?
They say a reward has been offered in the name of His Excellency, the Governor, for your capture.
That is very interesting.
No, that's not the most interesting part. The poster also says, the reward is good whether you are dead or alive.
How dare they?
It is true, senor. They are that anxious to get their hands on you.
Does it occur to you, Bardoso, that Rocha is unusually zealous in this matter?
He is hot about it, for it is being whispered that you did a little carving on his cheek.
Dead or alive, eh?
Rocha has gone to the extremity of issuing guns to his troopers, and he is carrying a pistol.
A coward's weapon. May I have a small charred stick from your fire?
A charred stick?
I have use for it.
Here. Take it, senor.
Now I must go, for it is almost dawn.
I'll go to Don Diego's house at once and tell Bernardo what he must do.
Adios. A poster. Wanted dead or alive. Zorro. Now with this charred stick. Equal reward for the capture of the man posing as myself, Zorro.
Oh, you fool! Indian scum!
And now yours!
You! It is you! The masked Zorro! Soldier! You! Sentry! It is him! Zorro! That way! It is Zorro! He is dressed like a cabrioleno! Bring help!
I shouldn't have hit him. The chapel.
You wish to see me, my son?
Do you not know me, Father Felipe?
Zorro, you, here, and in disguise. Is there no danger?
Am I the one to run from it?
There is no lack of courage, my son.
I must find the impostor. Until I do, my life is in danger and my honor is worth nothing. I cannot find him by riding through the hills. I must look here in Reino de los Angeles.
The truth will prevail. Nevertheless, move with caution and carry a ready blade.
I shall, Fray Felipe. Now do this for me. Inform Don Alejandro I am nearby. Ask him to guard the little senorita well. It is known that I saved her from the pirates. This man who plays at being Zorro may attempt anything to destroy the trust I have earned.
It shall be done, and La Senorita shall be protected.
Thank you, good friar. Now I must leave. I would not cause you trouble by having it known I visited here.
The sacred chapel is open to all, my son.
Nevertheless, trouble is a thing to be avoided.
Come. Quick, against the wall. Outside the window. Many soldiers coming this way.